How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be checking out a video about the state that I live in, which is going to be different because normally we watch and learn and react to stuff about like Europe and stuff like that. So this time we have a video only in Indiana, 22 everyday things that outsiders don't understand. I'm from the state of Indiana. You guys are always asking about more stuff from my side of the pond, right? We're always checking out stuff on your side of the pond. So Joe Coon's the original channel. Links down below so you can go over there and hit like and subscribe to him if you want. We're gonna check it out. Thanks for watching with me.
22 things that are normal in my state of Indiana that you may think is just a little bit crazy. Okay, now to be honest, some of these may be normal in the Midwest, but you wouldn't believe the conversations I get into about these 22 and how strange they are from other places in the United States, and especially when you go around the world. So today, a little bit of a fun video, opportunity to make fun of us Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Let's jump right into this list and give me a comment. These are normal in your region. List the state, country, city, and say that's completely normal, or maybe what's very unusual in your state. Just have fun with it and read the comments. So, number one, tornadoes. I live here in southern Indiana. We get about 5 tornado warnings a year. And
Okay, so he's in southern Indiana, opposite side of the state. I'm closer to northern Indiana. Tornadoes is definitely a thing that we get quite a bit of. At least the warnings and stuff. There's, it's not like I'm out seeing tornadoes every day in the spring or anything, but they're there. You see it on the news. They touch down. It's just not where I'm at, but I've had some close calls.
and warnings means a tornado has been seen.
Yeah,
Okay, we get about 20 watches a year, and this is my memory, not going to the internet.
ain't about right,
But
probably.
3 have touched down within a half mile of my house. That means touched the earth and done some damage. A couple of those have actually killed people.
Yeah, that
But
sucks.
tornadoes are normal around here. We have sirens that go off, and most of the time, when a siren goes off, you look at the sky, you don't think a lot about it. It's when it
Well,
goes off and there's an alert on your phone, you start to get a little excited about tornadoes.
yeah, because a lot of times they test the sirens, like in the area that I'm at, like every month, like especially during the spring, and it might even be like every couple weeks. I don't know, but they'll be doing this. When I first moved here a couple years ago, I didn't know what was going on. I thought there was craziness happening all the time. Like why are these sirens keep going off? But they were just testing them. They test them a lot in the spring. But yeah, you definitely want to check your phone, and if the sirens, like he's saying, they're both going off, like might wanna might wanna run or hide.
Tornadoes, just normal everyday life here in Indiana. Number 2, having a basement. If you don't have a basement, you desperately want one in your next house.
I don't have one because I live in a mobile home right now. Did have a house with a basement, but now we don't.
Maybe some of this is for weather and for tornado shelter, but it's mainly for having extra space, bigger family get-togethers, place for kids, teens to get together, build a theater room, a gaming room, an exercise room, more.
If you have money. I never had a basement like that. Mine was a basement that was like one of those scary basements covered in like dirt and cobweb and spiders, leaky, wet cement, stuff like that. Not a nice one, but people do have them.
more storage because we need more stuff. But basements are very common and highly desired
Yeah.
in Indiana. Number 3, having 2 refrigerators and a chest freezer. That means 3 refrigerated spaces. That's standard.
There's a lot of people that do because they buy in bulk to get the discounts and stuff. Not me. We just have a singular fridge. We did have two because our side by side went out and the freezer still worked, but the fridge didn't. So we were using that plus a mini fridge, but got another fridge to replace it. So we got rid of The mini fridge. Didn't get rid of it. I'm gonna put it in the shed. It's gonna be for cold beer next summer.
Standard. I've got one in my kitchen. I got one in the
Oh yeah, and the chest thing he's talking about. It's because you go to the store and and you buy a couple pounds of meat, this and that, it's $4 or $5 a pound. Whereas if you just get a hold of a farmer or something like that, or people that hunt and process their own meat, but if you go to a farmer or something like that, or like a place, you can usually get like a half a hog or a half a cow for whatever price. End up getting it for like maybe $1.50 or $2 a pound versus the 4 or 5 that it would be in a store individually. So getting it in bulk, obviously, you would need somewhere like a deep freezer to store it in.
one in the laundry room, and I got a freezer in my basement. Now I'm unusual because a lot of people put their refrigerator in their garage. Very, very common to have a refrigerator in your garage.
Beer
We
fridge.
built this house, so we built space to have it in our laundry room. And mainly in the second refrigerator, it's for holidays, get togethers, for extra food. Also, drinks. So, all kinds of drinks. My wife caters to special orders. So, we got 20 different kinds of drinks in our freezer, refrigerator. That's common. The freezer in the basement has 6 months of Armageddon meats in it. Um, so yeah, that's very common. Number four.
Yeah, Americans buying in bulk, very common. Whereas in Europe, you get it kind of as you need it. But like you said, Armageddon, like doomsday, end of the world happens. Maybe the American that's sitting on this giant stack of groceries would be better off versus the person that's going out and getting their groceries every couple days or whatever. Obviously ours isn't as fresh, but you know, for a doomsday scenario, we would be better off. Some of us. I don't have deep
Four,
freeze.
looking people in the eye and always saying good morning, how are you doing? Maybe just waving if you're at a little greater distance. Very common. When I
Yeah.
travel around the world, including the United States, it's shocking the people that don't make eye contact. Shocking the people that look down. Indiana, it's unusual if you don't make eye contact, don't wave, don't say good morning.
Yeah, mostly it's just friendliness, because it's just a lot of like rural areas, farms, stuff like that. Now, if you get closer into the bigger cities, it's not so much like that. It'll be like it is, most everywhere else where nobody wants to be bothered. But he's in southern Indiana. He's definitely probably in a more rural area. I'm also rural, top of the state though, not in a city. But if you go to Indianapolis or South Bend, Fort Wayne, you'll get cold shouldered a lot. But it's just a courteous thing, or like a just being polite, I guess. I don't really know. I just do it because everybody does, I guess, used to it.
The exact opposite. I have fun with this when I travel, not to make people feel uncomfortable, but to stretch them a little bit. Hey, how you doing? What's up? And also, I'm that guy at the gas station when you're pumping gas and you're across from me. I'll talk to you. That's a little bit special about me. Looking people
Not everybody's like that, though.
in the eye. Number five, this is getting bigger everywhere, but shopping at Costco, buying in bulk. We got 96 rolls of toilet paper and 48 rolls of paper
Wow.
towels. Really a safety stock in the basement. So having big bulk items, very common. COVID didn't hurt us a bit. We were prepared. Number
There's
six,
that.
buying secondhand clothes, secondhand furniture, decorations. Facebook Marketplace has really upped the game, but that's always been um, common. I
Yeah.
actually have secondhand shorts on right now, secondhand socks. I buy
I'm wearing a secondhand shirt. It's great.
new shoes, new underwear. This is a new shirt from Costco. $5. Let's see. Number seven, pickup trucks. Everybody knows this. Pickup trucks are very common. A lot of people hauling campers and boats, but I would say 2/3 of people have a truck just haul around air. They just
Yeah, they're just driving trucks for no reason. I don't like that. I don't like big trucks like that. But I will say I am at the point where I think I might need to go buy a small pickup truck at some point. Not for a daily driver. I don't want to just drive it for no reason, but trying to get the fridge replaced. when we had the electric issues, stuff like that. It's hard to find somebody that wants to sell you a used fridge and bring it to your house, even if you do give them gas money. Stuff like that. Going to the, I gotta go get some wood and some paneling for my brother to put a wall up to make like a studio room here soon. Stuff like that. A truck would be nice to not have to go bother people, and and it's just a pain in the butt to always have to, if you're moving around a lot. Like we have like a garden area, we have like stuff like that that we actually will need a truck for at some point. But
They just like the feel of a pickup truck, and they're all four-wheel drives, and nobody takes them off road. It's
exactly.
nice in the snow, but yeah, that's a couple weeks a year that you get into that. But pickup trucks,
Well,
man, people love them.
more than a couple weeks a year up here in the north. We have the lake effect snow from Lake Michigan. It gets brutal in the winter. Extreme winters, actually.
I don't have one. I drive a minivan. Number 8, families stay close. Relationship wise, they stay close, and also
Depends,
proximity. They don't
but
move
yeah,
away.
yeah,
Some do, but a high percentage of people grew up within 5 miles of where, or own a, they've settled in their adult life within 5 miles of where their parents raised them.
pretty
It's very
common.
common. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, holidays are just major events. We'll have 30, 40 people over at the house all the time. It's rare that in a month we don't have, I will say, 3 family gatherings in a month. Okay. It can be a little overwhelming to some people from the outside how many times we get together. We
Dang.
enjoy our company. We don't agree on everything, but we enjoy and we laugh, tell stories that go back 50 years, 60 years. Number 9, marrying your high school sweetheart. Very common, not unusual at all. My wife and I started dating when I was
Sometimes,
16 and she
yeah.
was 14. We dated for 7 years and then got married. Number 10, pride in fixing things yourself. I hate paying for things that I can do myself. And I can do a
This
lot myself. I've learned from my dad. I've got an engineering degree. I understand how things work.
I didn't have nobody to learn from, and I have no degree. A YouTube to watch and determination. And sometimes you just can't afford to pay somebody, so yeah, you gotta fix it.
Appliance breaks, the first thing I do is not call somebody to fix the
Yeah,
appliance.
no, no.
Actually, it's to go to YouTube, describe it, research it a little bit,
Yep.
and try to fix it myself. Even if it's an electronic circuit board, new belt, um, I'll do pretty extensive repairs. Uh,
Even if it's a water well that takes you 2 years to try to fix, and it 2 years finally gave up. It just defeat. 2 years of defeat multiple times. That's too much. At that point, then it's like something has to be done. But it's a pride thing. I need to fix it. I need to repair that thing. And money.
Home remodel, doing some work in the basement right now. I'm doing demolition, removing tile. Why would I pay somebody to do that? Cutting down trees. I installed a sprinkler system. We do all of our own painting. I got jumper cables in my car in case I have a car problem, or in case you have a car problem, I can get your car started.
Yep.
By the way, it's a hot water heater, not a water heater. Okay. I'll get a lot of comments on that.
I had to replace one of those too.
Number 11, faith. Our faith lives are important, and they're a big part of our social network. Big,
It's common depending on the person. I'm not religious, but a lot of people are. It's
big
50-50.
part. Gatherings around faith events. Number 12, Friday night fish fries during Lent. Very common for churches in the area and people to move from church to church to church for their fish fries. And they fry up fish.
Again, not religious. I don't know about this Friday night fish fry for Lent situation. Maybe it's a Southern Indiana thing. Maybe it's a religious thing. No clue. I like some fish though. I've been to some fish fries. Fish is pretty good. Some kinds.
And then usually it's the men's club or women's club of those churches will bring in, macaroni and cheese, green beans, and have these 30 different sides you can have with your fish fry and cost you $12. That includes a drink and dessert. No tipping. 13, one of the things we're known for is tenderloin sandwiches. This is pork tenderloin that's fried and put on a bun that is 2 to 3 times the bun. And I'm talking about if this is the bun, you may have a tenderloin that sticks out 3, 4 inches on all sides.
Basically, it's a super crispy fried pork schnitzel. Slap it on a bun, make it a sandwich. You got yourself a tenderloin. Usually with like I think like mayonnaise, lettuce, sometimes pickle. I think is like the standard tenderloin sandwich. Of course, it can vary depending on what you want on it. So good though, if done
Okay.
right.
That's very common in Indiana when you order tenderloin. So don't be stunned by that. By the way, I don't eat those. I don't eat the fried and I don't eat the
Ah,
bun. So it
missing out.
doesn't work for me, but I see it all the time and people are shocked. Number 14, seeing an Amish horse drawn buggy on the
Yeah.
highway.
Yep.
Very common in
Yep.
Indiana.
Yep.
A little bit north of me, we go about 30 miles north, you can see that. 15, driving to most vacations. One of the things that's great about Indiana is I can drive to Florida. I can be down to the panhandle of Florida in 9.5 hours. I can be in Colorado in 14 hours. Wyoming's a little longer. I think that's like around 18, driven to Texas. But most of the United States, I would say from Wyoming east, I've driven to on vacations. And it's very enjoyable to drive and control your time.
I mean, it just depends on the viewpoint and the person. Sometimes I like to drive, other times I hate it, and it sucks that most of the time you're forced to drive and you don't have the option to get around so much without being forced to drive. And it's like, it's like I like doing stuff when I want to do it. I don't like stuff when I'm forced to do it. So it depends. That's a perspective thing. It is nice, I guess, but the same thing could be said about anywhere else. I mean, look at Europe. You could drive. I mean, hell, where could you drive to in 14 hours? How about that for the comment section down below? 14-hour drive from where you're at. Where would you be, right? Probably be in China or something.
Next year, we're driving to Montana. I already booked rooms in Glacier National Park. Got to do that a year in
That's
advance.
cool.
Number 16, there's a basketball hoop in every driveway. Check it out.
No,
Every
there's not.
driveway. Number 17, graduation open.
It's common, but it's not in every driveway, of course. Uh, Seems like there's an American flag on almost every house, though. Not really, but like every two or three houses.
Open house. Okay, this especially for high school, but it happens for college and grade school as well. But there'll be an open house, and we'll be invited to 10, 15 a year. That when several of them can be on the same day, and you just have an open house, and they'll have food there, and you go and
This dude must know a lot of people, right? I mean, he's religious. He goes to church. He does all this stuff. He knows a lot of people. I don't know anybody. I don't go anywhere. I mean, I don't really even talk to too many people. I talk to more Europeans in the comment section, replying to comments on these videos, to be honest with you, than I do Americans in real life. Besides, obviously, Amy and my son.
show up in their backyard under a tent and congratulate the graduate. And it's just very common to have open houses. People come and go.
People do. I see them doing
From
it.
your home, you may have 200 people show up at your son's graduation from high school.
Jeez, I don't know about all that, but
Number 18, river flooding. Okay, back to the natural disasters. I
see,
live
he's
on the
also
Ohio
Southern
River in a
Indiana.
little hallmark town. I mean, that's the description most people give it. But the river can rise about like 30 feet, 30 feet. And this last winter went over the road. That's not that unusual. Unusual to go over the road. Up to the road is very common.
This is a geographical part of southern Indiana he's in. I mean, this is at the start of the foothills. It's like not quite mountains, but it's not flat, right? Very much specific to his area, not an Indiana thing. Only in Indiana. That's not an only in Indiana thing. Anybody that I mean, hell, the Netherlands. You know about some flooding, but you know those rivers can get high up. That's not an Indiana thing. That's just a worldwide, do you live by a river kind of thing.
Flooding is an every year event. We're prepared for it. We have levees and dikes, and we're ready for it. But most people have no idea what a flooded river is, and it's
Does he know whose audience is watching my reaction to this right now? I think you guys know more about levees and dikes than anybody around in rivers flooding. At least the Dutch viewers, which is the majority. Obviously, not everybody's Dutch, but the Dutch viewers, you know what I'm talking about.
it's a yearly occurrence for us, at least once, sometimes two, three times. Number 19, dead deer on the highway.
Yeah,
Deer are everywhere out here. I think it's the corn that draws them in.
a lot of corn.
But there's a lot of woods around here
Yeah.
and highways. And dead deer, it'll be rare for me to drive from here to Indianapolis, which is like 2.5 hours. It'll be rare for me not to see 10 dead deer on the side of the road. And those deer were hit by cars. So
It might be a little bit more of a problem in southern Indiana because on the top side above Indianapolis, probably the same distance away, I guess, but just going the other way on the other side of Indianapolis, yeah, you'll see dead deer, but not as much. But again, it's not as mountainous or like as it's more flat up here and less. I mean, there's deer still, sure. Uh, just maybe less than down there. I don't know.
so be careful driving, especially at
Dusk and dawn.
dawn and dusk.
Yeah.
Is when the deer get close to the green grass next to the highway.
Oh yeah, jump out. I
Number
had a
20.
I was driving a car one time and this deer jumped off of this hill and landed on the car hood while I was driving. Landed on the car hood. Scared the shit out of me. Obviously dented the I mean that hood was toast.
High school sports are bigger than professional sports. No question. It's bigger, gets more enthusiasm, more discussion than professional.
I'm not a sports person, first of all. I'm an observer. Okay. I see what's around me. I see other people celebrating stuff and this and that. Uh, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Maybe it's a Southern Indiana thing. Sure, people get excited about their high school sports. That's the thing. They put the signs on the yard when the kids on the football, stuff like that. But no, they don't get more excited. Absolutely not. I don't know. Maybe it's just where he's from. But again, I'm not a sports person. I just don't personally see people getting more excited about high school sports than professional sports. But I don't know.
Professional sports. And we do have our professional sports teams in Indianapolis. And, St. Louis is close by for baseball, and Nashville's close. Cincinnati is close. Those are just a couple hour drives. And high school dominates. Number 21, corn and beans for miles and miles and miles. And I think it's beautiful. I think it's breathtaking to drive through 2-lane road highways in
Eh,
Indiana to see all the rolling hills and the barns and the
sometimes.
tractors and the corn and beans.
Yeah,
It's fertile land. Okay. And
that is
number
true.
22, and this is one of the biggest things I like about Indiana, southern Indiana, where I live. All 4 seasons are 3 months long: winter,
Yeah.
spring, summer, and fall, all 3 months.
Yeah, but see, it's better for him. He loves it because it's mild. He gets 4 mild seasons. We get lake effect snow. We get like some brutal, brutal winters up here. And I don't know what the difference between the summer would be. Probably not much where he's at and where I'm at, but oh man, this winter's coming up. I don't like it. I got to get more wood chopped. It's I don't like it. Looks nice, but
So if you don't like the weather, it changes pretty quick. Okay, changes pretty quick. So there you go. 22 things that are crazy, unusual about living in Indiana.
well, it's not unusual for river flooding. That's not specific to Indiana. But in his defense, he did say in the beginning it might be a more Midwest thing. It might not be specific to Indiana, but it's a worldwide thing. It's a river thing. I don't know. Anyways, let me know if you guys want to see more stuff about Indiana. I got the input. I'm from this state. I know a little bit about at least my area of Indiana and everything to have that kind of reaction to go with the video and everything. But anyways, do me a favor, hit like on this video. It really helps the algorithm, helps me know what videos you like and all that good stuff. Hit subscribe if you really want to see more stuff. Have a super fun, awesome day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.